Medusa is one of the most iconic figures in Greek mythology, known for her terrifying ability to turn anyone who looks into her eyes to stone. Originally a mortal woman, she was transformed into a monster in a story filled with tragedy and divine punishment. Medusa's tale has fascinated people for centuries, not only for its dramatic elements but also for its symbolism and deeper cultural meanings. Over time, she has moved beyond mythology to become a broader symbol in art, literature, and modern culture. Medusa is most famously depicted as a monster with living snakes for hair, a terrifying gaze, and a grotesque appearance. Her face is often described as petrifying in both a literal and figurative sense. Anyone who meets her gaze is instantly turned to stone, making her one of the most feared figures in Greek mythology. Her snake-covered head is one of her defining features, and the hissing and writhing of the serpents add to her horrifying image. While her monstrous features dominate her later depictions, earlier versions of the myth describe Medusa as a beautiful, mortal woman. Her hair, in particular, was said to be her most striking feature, admired by all who saw it. This duality of beauty and monstrosity is central to Medusa's story, as her transformation into a gorgon represents a fall from grace. Medusa's story also highlights her vulnerability. Unlike her two sisters, Stheno and Euryale, who were immortal, Medusa was mortal, making her susceptible to death. This distinction played a crucial role in her fate, as it allowed the hero Perseus to kill her. Despite her fearsome powers, Medusa's mortality and isolation on a remote island add a layer of tragedy to her character. Medusa originates from Greek mythology and is one of the three Gorgons, monstrous sisters, born to the sea deities, Phorcys and Ceto. While her sisters were immortal and monstrous from birth, Medusa was unique in being both mortal and originally human. Her transformation into a Gorgon is one of the most notable aspects of her story. According to one version of the myth, Medusa was a beautiful young woman and a priestess of Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war. Her life changed dramatically when Poseidon, the god of the sea, assaulted her in Athena's temple. Enraged by the desecration of her sacred space, Athena punished Medusa instead of Poseidon, transforming her into a monstrous figure with snakes for hair. This act of divine punishment turned Medusa into a feared and isolated creature, condemned to live far from society. Medusa's tragic story continued when she became the target of the hero Perseus. Tasked with retrieving her head as part of a quest, Perseus used a polished shield given by Athena to view her reflection and avoid her deadly gaze. He successfully beheaded her, and from her severed neck sprang the winged horse Pegasus and the giant Chrysaor, two mythological beings born from her union with Poseidon. Even in death, Medusa's head retained its petrifying powers, which Perseus used as a weapon in later adventures. Medusa's story has evolved significantly over time. While ancient Greek myths often portrayed her as a villain or a monster, modern interpretations have re-examined her story, presenting her as a tragic victim of injustice. Her transformation by Athena is now often viewed as a harsh punishment for being wronged, rather than a deserved consequence of her actions. This shift in perspective has allowed Medusa to become a symbol of resilience and empowerment. In art and literature, Medusa has remained a popular subject. Renaissance artists like Caravaggio and Rubens depicted her severed head in dramatic and haunting ways, emphasizing her tragic beauty and monstrous nature. In modern times, Medusa has appeared in films, novels, and even fashion. The iconic Italian brand Versace uses Medusa's head as its logo, symbolizing power, beauty, and allure. Medusa is also seen as a symbol of fear and control in modern storytelling. Her ability to turn people to stone has been interpreted as a metaphor for the power of the gaze, both as an object of desire and as a source of danger. Beyond art and literature, Medusa's story remains relevant for the universal themes it explores. The consequences of divine intervention, the complexities of justice, and the tension between beauty and terror. Medusa's journey from a feared monster in ancient Greece to a powerful cultural icon today highlights the enduring appeal of her story.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel.